Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you this makeup look that I'm doing on my beautiful friend Mariana.
Hi.
So she's going to a wedding later, and I did a kind of natural smoky look with a little bit of shimmer, some nude lips, and just like a nice like blush and contour. So I hope that you guys will like this tutorial. I'm using the Lorac Pro palette, 1 and 2, and yeah. So if you're interested in seeing how I gave her this beautiful makeup look, then please keep on watching. First, I'm starting out for primer, and I'm using Lorac's Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. So I'm just smoothing this over her eyes and under the brow bone. This is going to help keep the eyeshadows on longer and prevent them from creasing. I'm starting out with the Lorac Pro 2 palette. And with a flat shading brush, I'm going to load up Rosé. I'm applying Rosé to the inner corners of the eye. Rosé is a sort of champagne color with a smidge of pink, but it mostly looks like a champagne. It's shimmery, and I'm just going to apply this to the inner corner to bring some light and to open up the eyes. So now I'm taking Mocha on the other side of the flat brush, and Mocha is kind of like a shimmery, coppery brown. I'm applying Mocha on the outer half of the eye. I'm doing patting motions so there isn't too much fallout. And then with the other side of the brush, I'm going to blend it out, but first I want to apply the color. And you can just build up the color to the intensity that you want. I want it to be kind of faint, but I like the shimmer to peek through. And then I'm taking the fluffy side of the brush, and I'm just going over the edges just to smooth everything out. So I'm taking a bigger blending brush, and I'm just making sure all the edges are blended out and that the two colors seamlessly blend into each other, so it makes a gradation of color. And that's pretty much how I want it. I'm going to go ahead and add a brow bone color. So I'm going to take Buff with the blending color, or the blending brush, sorry, and I'm applying that to the brow bone area. Next I'm taking the Lorac palette, but the first one, and I'm going into this color called Taupe with more of like a crease brush. And I'm applying Taupe in the socket area, and I emphasize the crease. Next I'm taking Sable, and this is a medium matte brown with the crease brush. And I'm applying Sable just on the outer third of the eye in the socket. And this is going to intensify the look a little bit. You could always use a black, but I find that brown is a little bit more forgiving in terms of deepening the crease. So I'm going to take the blending brush again and just blend out the edges. You want everything to be seamless, you don't want any harsh lines. You can always go back with your brow bone color just to help the blending process. I really love these under eye stickers because when you remove them, they provide a little line at the corner of the eye, and it looks really cool instead of having it just like a big smudgy mess on the bottom. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Espresso just to darken up the look a tad with the crease brush. And I'm just applying it right on the socket. See, it adds a little bit of extra definition. But I'm going to go with it with a blending brush as well, just to smooth it out a little bit and make it a little bit less. Now I'm going in with the blending brush, and I'm just going to soften up the edges and make sure that it's not too smoky. I'm going to be taking cream, and I'm applying that just on the brow bone just to bring it out a little bit more. And just blend the edges with the blending brush. Next I'm taking Urban Decay's gel eyeliner in Perversion. So I'm just going to apply this thinly on the upper lash line. And I'm just doing soft strokes. Now I generally prefer using liquid liner, but on other people it's easier for me to use gel. I'm going to take a little bit of black from the Pro 2 palette, and I'm just going to smudge a little bit on top of the eyeliner to help it stay on longer and to just give a little bit more of a seamless look to the liner. So you just want to stamp it on with your angled liner brush. And what's great about these little eyeshadow shields is it'll catch any of the fallout from the shadow in case that happens. This black eyeshadow is so hard to get off your skin. Your eyes? Okay. Sexy lady. Now I'm taking YSL's Babydoll Mascara and I'm going to apply a couple of coats of these to her lashes. I only need a little bit of mascara because I'm going to be putting on some lashes on top. But it's always a better idea to put the mascara on first so you don't get the mascara on the fake lashes and then you can't reuse them because it gets them all goopy. So I'm applying some false lashes. I'm using Red Cherries in 747M. Did I pause? You can open.
Oh my god, you're so good at this.
Okay, so the eyes are now done. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the face. First, I'm using this ByTerry Brightening Serum. I'm gonna place this all over her face. Next, I'm using Embyolisse Emulsion Hydra-Mat, and this is going to serve as a moisturizer and a primer, and it's going to make sure that she doesn't look shiny. Since Mariana has really beautiful skin, I'm just going to be applying a BB cream. So I'm going to be using NYX's BB cream in 2 shades, in Natural and Nude, because she's somewhere in the middle of that. If I felt like she needed more coverage, I probably would do like Kat Von D's Tattoo foundation, but she really doesn't have like anything going on. Like she has like a blemish and just to cover up the freckles a little bit. But I really like freckles peeking through, so it's going to be mostly just to even out her skin tone. So I'm applying the darker color towards the outer part of the face. So I'm just gonna blend it into the skin. I always believe less is more. Like if you don't need a heavy coverage, then like why put on so much makeup? Next I'm applying Bare Mineral Stroke of Light, and I'm gonna be applying this under her eyes. And I'm just gonna blend that in with this brush. So next I'm taking Benefit's Hoola. This is a matte bronzer, and I'm going to use it to contour her and define her face a little bit. I'm going to apply this blush from Tarte and Magic, and this is a peachy pink. I'm taking this Mercier Starlet Mosaic highlighter, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the highest parts of her cheekbones. To finish off the face, I'm taking BECCA's pressed blotting powder, and I'm just going to apply this on the forehead and the nose, a little bit on her cheeks, and some on her chin. And this is just going to keep her looking matte. So I'm just going to define her brows a little bit. She really doesn't need too much because her brows are pretty nice. But it always helps to add just a little bit of definition to the brows because they frame the face and they're very important. And I'm just using a taupey brown pencil. gonna blend it with the spoolie end. So we decided to go ahead and do like a nudie pink lip because it's just like the least maintenance lip color you can do. So I'm going to first apply Tarte's Pure, and this is a nudie pink. Go ahead and show you what it looks like. And I'm going to apply that with a lip brush. On top of that, I'm applying this Jouer lip gloss, and this is in Wind. So that's the finished face look, and everything is pretty much done. We kept with the eyes looking kind of like earth tones with like some shimmery, some champagne colors, a little bit of a darker color on the outer corners with some darker browns. And then her face is pretty natural because I use BB cream. Like, she has pretty like nice looking face to begin with, so she doesn't need too much. And then the lips we kept with a really nice nude lip with a little bit of a gloss, and a nice peachy pink cheek with a little bit of shimmer on the high points of the cheekbones, and then some bronzer just to contour the face and add some definition. But overall, this is the finished look. I think she looks beautiful.
Thank you.
And so yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.